Does your bank account feel unfamiliar this month? Like something about your Social Security deposit is quietly changing? You're right to notice a shift, but the real story is far simpler and less stressful than you might think. If you've been caught in a whirlwind of rumors about a specific January date or whispers of different payment groups, take a deep breath. You are not late for anything. There is no secret list you failed to sign up for, and crucially, there is no action required on your part to make things right. My experience has been built on conversations with retirees just like you. I've listened in living rooms and on front porches to the same underlying worry that isn't really about money. It's about the unsettling feeling of not understanding a change in a system you depend on. That uncertainty ends right now. We're going to walk step by step through the reality of January's Social Security payments. We'll decode the famous date everyone mentions, see exactly who it applies to, discover why your check amount looks different, and most importantly, learn what you actually need to do. For the vast majority of you watching, that answer will be, not a single thing. By the end of this, my goal is for you to feel a sense of calm understanding, knowing your finances are proceeding exactly as planned. Let's immediately dismantle the biggest source of current confusion, because this is where needless anxiety loves to grow. You've probably encountered the term, first wave, being tossed around. Here's a vital piece of information. First wave is not a government term. The Social Security Administration does not use this language in any official communication, letter, or website update. It's merely a shorthand phrase created by people to label the earliest scheduled deposit date in a given month for a specific set of recipients. That is its entire meaning. It does not signal importance, it doesn't indicate a larger sum, and it certainly doesn't mean a special bonus. When your money arrives is completely separate from how much money you get. Every person who qualifies for benefits receives the identical percentage-based cost of living increase. The cash difference you see is solely because everyone starts from a unique benefit amount. So if your deposit lands on that talked about January date, you aren't receiving extra funds compared to someone paid later. And if your date is different, you have not been excluded from anything valuable. Grasping this single point lifts a tremendous weight off your shoulders. Now, to truly feel confident, you need to see the blueprint of the payment schedule itself. Once this system clicks, everything else falls perfectly into place. Social Security does not issue every single payment on one chaotic day. That would create banking chaos and potential for mistakes. Instead, deposits are thoughtfully distributed across the month in a reliable rhythmic pattern. Your specific date is locked in by two key factors: the day you were born, and whether you began collecting your benefits before or after a key month in 1997. Once established, this date remains your anchor, arriving on the same predictable schedule every single month. This is why so many people can confidently state, "My check always comes on the fourth Wednesday," or "I'm paid on the third." The design is for steadfast reliability. Let's apply this directly to January. There are 4 core Social Security payment dates this month. The first cluster was paid on January 3rd. This includes individuals who started receiving benefits prior to May 1997, along with those who get both Social Security and supplemental security income. If this is you, your January funds have already settled, as they do each and every year. The second cluster is scheduled for January 14th. This is the group generating all the current discussion. To be part of this cluster, 2 conditions must align. Your birthday must be between the 1st and the 10th of any month, and you must have begun receiving benefits after May of 1997. If both are true for you, then yes, January 14th is your designated payment date. The third cluster is set for January 21st. This is for those with birthdays falling between the 11th and the 20th, who also started benefits after May 1997. The fourth and final cluster arrives on January 28th, for birthdays between the 21st and the 31st, under the same post-1997 rule. That's the complete map. 4 dates, 4 clear groups, no hidden tiers, no special treatment, no puzzle to solve. If the 14th passes without a deposit, it almost certainly means you belong to one of the other 3 groups, not that an error has occurred. Next, let's explore why your January statement might show a subtly larger number. This uptick stems from the yearly cost of living adjustment, or COLA. The mission of the COLA isn't to hand out a gift or a pay raise. Its function is to help your benefit amount maintain pace with the gradual climb in everyday expenses. Think groceries, electricity, and medical costs. This year, that adjustment is set at 2.5%. That percentage is universal, but because each person's underlying benefit is unique, the resulting dollar increase varies. For instance, a monthly benefit of roughly $1,500 might see an increase of approximately $35 to $40. A benefit near $2,000 could see around $50 more each month. Over a full year, that extra bit is meaningful. View the COLA as a balancing mechanism. It's engineered to help preserve your financial footing, not to suddenly transform it. Seen through this lens, the increase feels logical and grounded. Here's another element that frequently muddies the water: the gap between your total benefit and the final number that hits your bank. Numerous retirees are enrolled in Medicare Part B, and its monthly premium is typically subtracted directly from your Social Security payment. This is for simplicity, so you don't manage a separate bill. This year, the standard Part B premium is around $180 each month. That amount is taken out before the deposit is sent to your account. Therefore, even with a COLA increase on paper, the net gain you actually see may be reduced after the Medicare deduction. This isn't an administrative slip-up. It's simply the standard collection process working as intended. If you ever wish to see a detailed line item breakdown of your gross benefit, all deductions, and your net amount, you can find it in your online Social Security account or on your yearly benefit statement. Now let's clarify who will not see payment on January 14th, as this is a prime spot for worry to accumulate. If your birthday is from the 11th to the 20th, your scheduled date is January 21st. If you were born from the 21st to the 31st, circle January 28th on your calendar. If your benefits started before May 1997, or if you receive Social Security alongside SSI, your payment was already issued on January 3rd. Each one of these timelines is accurate. Each one is standard procedure. None of them imply you've been deprioritized or forgotten. If your expected date arrives and the deposit seems absent, your first move is to stop and calmly verify your personal schedule. Often people discover they were anticipating the incorrect Wednesday. Step 2 is a thorough review of your bank statement. Deposits can sometimes appear under slightly altered merchant names. If you still see nothing, the general guidance is to allow up to 3 full business days. Minor processing delays, particularly at the start of a new year, are not uncommon. In the overwhelming majority of situations, the funds appear within that time frame. Only after that window should you think about reaching out to Social Security directly. And when people do call, the resolution often involves a simple explanation like a recent address change or a standard banking delay. Let's sweep away a few persistent falsehoods because misinformation travels fast when people are unsure. One tall tale is that recipients paid earlier receive a larger benefit. False. Timing and benefit size are entirely unrelated. Another myth suggests you must apply or call to get the COLA increase. You do not. It is applied automatically. You might also hear chatter about special bonuses or extra stimulus checks linked to January. These do not exist. Any communication promising such things should be viewed with extreme skepticism. Fraud artists thrive on this kind of confusion. Remember, Social Security will never call, text, or email you out of the blue to ask for sensitive personal data or banking details. If an interaction feels strange, trust that feeling. Let's tie all these threads together into a clear picture. Born between the 1st and 10th with post-1997 benefits? Your date is January 14th. Birthday from the 11th to 20th? Your funds come January 21st. Birthday from the 21st to 31st? Look for your deposit on January 28th. Pre-1997 or SSI recipient? Your payment was January 3rd. Your January amount is a bit higher thanks to the automatic COLA. Any Medicare deductions will adjust the final deposited sum, and that is completely normal. There is nothing haphazard or hurried about this entire process. Social Security operates on the same consistent, methodical calendar it has used for decades. If you've ever felt that knot of tension in your stomach while waiting for a deposit to post, I sincerely hope this clarity has helped loosen it. You are not last in line. You are not losing out. Your payment is en route precisely according to its long-standing schedule. Sometimes the most powerful step is to simply pause, breathe deeply, and place trust in a system that has been operating smoothly, month in and month out, for generations. You've earned these benefits through a lifetime of work. You are entitled to transparency, reassurance, and peace of mind, and right now everything is unfolding exactly as it should. If this explanation helped steady your nerves, do me a favor and tap that like button. It truly supports the channel, my channel, and helps this calm clarity reach others who might need it. Thank you for watching.